Wildfires claim the lives of dozens in Algeria, while the Taliban takes control of more major cities in Afghanistan. Ian Lee, following these stories and other major headlines from around the world. Ian, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. The comment from President Biden yesterday that he says he doesn't regret his decision to withdraw troops from Afghanistan, well, that comes as the Taliban continues their offensive. The U.S. is still providing air support, but it isn't stopping the militants. So far, at least 8 regional capitals have fallen and more are under threat. The Washington Post is quoting unnamed officials that the capital, Kabul, could fall before the end of the year. More than 1,000 civilians have been killed in the fighting between Afghan forces and the Taliban in recent months, while thousands more have fled their homes. But still, Mr. Biden is staying firm. After 20 years of military operations, he says it's time for the Afghans to fight for themselves. We are moving on to Algeria, where deadly wildfires are burning east of the capital. At least 25 soldiers have been killed while fighting the fires, and several have been injured. 17 civilians have also died in the inferno. High temperatures in the region, which are hitting 114 degrees, are fueling more than 100 fires across the northern part of the country. Algeria's president has paid tribute to those soldiers who died while rescuing more than 100 people. Next, we are in China, where a Canadian businessman, Michael Spavor, has been sentenced to 11 years in prison for spying. He was arrested with an ex-Canadian diplomat, Michael Kovrig, in 2018. Critics accuse Beijing of treating both men as political bargaining chips as part of its hostage diplomacy. Currently, a senior executive at the Chinese tech giant Huawei is in Canadian custody, while China denies this is a tit-for-tat move. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called the most recent conviction absolutely unacceptable and unjust. Finally, we end with one of the best soccer players in the world moving clubs. Hundreds of fans greeted Lionel Messi as he landed in Paris. The famous forward has swapped his Barcelona uniform for one with Paris Saint-Germain. The superstar signed a 2-year contract with the team with an option to extend. The Argentine is expected to earn between $35 to $41 million a year in the deal. Anne-Marie, Messi had been at Barcelona for some 20-odd years. He was traded because at the end of the day, he was just too expensive to keep. He even offered to take a 50% pay cut, but it still wasn't enough for the club to come in under the salary cap. But I have to say good on him for trying to stay. Call me old-fashioned, but I miss the days when players played their entire careers with one team, like one of our colleagues pointed out, Derek Jeter at the Yankees. As a Bears fan, I will say Walter Payton.
Yeah, I guess those were the good old days, but yeah, I suppose they're over. I know nothing about soccer, so I'm just going to take everything that you just said and reuse it in a conversation or pretend like I'm knowledgeable. But